Girl takes a photo casually, only to accidentally witness a murder. She calmly pressed the shutter, capturing the killer's face. While the killer was busy disposing of the body, Annie quickly fled the scene. She planned to find her uncle and call the police, but discovered her uncle had disappeared. Suddenly realizing something, she hurried back to the crime scene. Her uncle was indeed there. Annie shouted for him to be careful, but as her uncle turned around, the murderer shot him dead. Then he aimed the gun at Annie. Just as he was about to pull the trigger, the camera hanging from Annie's neck caught his attention. During the killer's momentary distraction, Annie turned and ran for her life. In her panic, Annie ran to a farmhouse. Before Charlie could ask what happened, a bullet accurately struck his ankle. The intense pain paralyzed his thoughts, until he saw a masked killer slowly approaching. That's when he snapped back to reality. As the girl entered the house, Charlie quickly locked the door. He checked his weapon, and loaded the only 2 bullets he had left. The moment the killer violently pushed open the door, Charlie dodged and fired a shot. Although he hit the killer, it wasn't fatal. Charlie positioned himself at the stairway entrance, with broken glass on the stairs blocking the killer's advance. The killer didn't dare rush forward, and Charlie, with only 1 bullet left, couldn't risk shooting recklessly. After a 2-hour standoff, police sirens sounded outside. Annie was relieved that help had arrived, but the killer remained calm. He moved behind the door and shot the officer dead. While the killer was distracted, Charlie told Annie to escape through the back window. However, Annie made a noise as she jumped down. The killer rushed to the yard and sprayed bullets at the frightened Annie until his magazine was empty. Miraculously, Annie wasn't hurt. The killer grabbed the officer's gun, then pushed the policeman's body into the stairwell. He threatened Charlie to surrender. Charlie cursed the killer as an idiot, saying he would never surrender. The killer didn't respond with insults. Charlie guessed the killer might be retreating, fearing police reinforcements. But to ensure safety, Charlie had Annie hide in the bathroom while he carefully descended the stairs. Looking at the empty first floor, the killer had vanished. Charlie had just begun to relax when he suddenly stepped on a boot. He immediately realized he might have fallen into a trap. Hurrying out of the house, he discovered the killer had silently climbed to the 2nd floor using a ladder. At that moment, Annie also heard movement in the hallway.
Carter, are you back?
Hey now, little lady, come on out. Shit!
Several failures and injuries had exhausted the killer's patience. Just then, Charlie's wife returned home. The killer quickly took her hostage, threatening Charlie to hand over Annie. But Charlie gave the gun to Annie, instructing her to shoot without hesitation if she heard the killer coming upstairs. With that said, Charlie went downstairs alone. The killer was clearly dissatisfied with Charlie's actions. He shot Charlie in the knee and loudly warned Annie that if she didn't come down, he would kill both Charlie and his wife.